About a month or so back, I did a video covering the money that was supposed to be going towards historically black colleges and universities that was being held up in the House in Congress. Interestingly enough, a couple weeks later, my own congressman, Donald Payne Jr., he had spoken up about it, talking about how, oh my goodness, like there's the HBCUs aren't getting funding. How could the president be so cruel? He really tried to put it on President Trump, and I'm and I put a copy of the video in his comments, like, yeah, bruh, this isn't on Trump though. This is held up in the House. What are you talking about? Well, today, President Trump, during the stalled impeachment process that he's going through, found the time to sign the bill. This is coming to us from Washington Times. Trump signs bill restoring funding for black colleges. It's written by Colleen Brinkley. President Donald Trump on Thursday signed a bipartisan bill that will permanently provide more than $250 million a year to the nation's historically black colleges and universities, along with dozens of other institutions that serve large shares of minority students. In signing the bill, Trump said historically black schools have never had better champions in the White House. How am I racist? How am I racist? Come on. What you have to do? What did you have to lose? Huh? $250 million per year to the schools. Bang. When I took office, I promised to fight for HBCUs, and my administration continues to deliver, Trump said. A few months ago, funding for HBCUs was in jeopardy, but the White House and Congress came together and reached a historic agreement. Michael Lomax, president and CEO of the United Negro College Fund, thanked Trump and the thousands of advocates who lobbied Congress to support the bill. We enlisted more than 20,000 supporters to write and call their members of Congress, Lomax said. This activated army of advocates became the front line of support for HBCUs, and they won the battle for our institutions. The bill restores $225 million in annual funding that lapsed September 30th after Congress failed to renew it. Like I said, in right now, you got Congressman Payne posting about impeachment. Yo, yeah, we got to impeach this president, man. This is so terrible. And it's like, dude, just do your job. Jesus. Facing an end to the funding, some schools had started planning for deep cuts, with some telling staff their jobs or programs would be eliminated. But lawmakers in the Senate recently reached a bipartisan deal that saved the funding. Their compromise added an amendment that will simplify the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, the form that college students fill out to determine their eligibility for financial aid. The legislation will allow the Education Department to gather certain information directly from the IRS, which will eliminate up to 22 of the 108 questions on the form. It's also meant to curb a verification process some families face to make sure they provided the same information to the IRS and to the Education Department. Oh, so what they're doing is they're like, instead of a portion of this is, what was it, 60, like like 66 questions. Well, shoot, like 100 and no, not 100, like probably 60, 70, 80. That's like 80 something question, 86 questions that are just going to go directly to the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. I mean, be careful what you ask for, right? Senator Lamar Alexander from Tennessee, chairman of the Senate's Education Committee, called the legislation a Christmas present for college students and their families. This bipartisan provision stops families from having to give the same tax information to the federal government twice, first to the IRS and then again to the U.S. Department of Education, Alexander said. It should eliminate most of the so-called verification process, which is a bureaucratic nightmare that 5.5 million students go through annually. The legislation, known as the Future Act, also drew praise from Education Secretary Betsy DeVos, who called it a historic bill that reflects the administration's commitment to students. The FAFSA simplifications are estimated to save $2.8 billion over a decade, which will be used to provide the $255 million a year to minority institutions. So, it's funds redirecting, right? Instead of going towards the bureaucracy that is the FAFSA application process and all those administrative costs that go along with it, that those savings can go to the schools themselves. All right. The bill authorizes $85 million a year for historically black colleges and universities, along with $100 million for Hispanic serving institutions, $30 million for tribal schools, and $40 million for a variety of other minority serving institutions. Really? Like we get 85 million and Hispanic schools get 100 million? Just saying. What are PWIs getting? Anyways, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have such discriminatory processes, huh? Maybe we shouldn't have these schools built around these walls, which don't particularly advance our diversity at all. No. I think maybe, just maybe, we should just break them all down. Now they're all like, hey, no matter what the school, because that's the thing, you can't be excluded from going to any of these schools. There are white students in HBCUs and black students in PWIs. But I guess it really is just interesting how organized the Crayola game that the United States has instituted since damn near since its inception has worked its way around. But either ways, I do consider this a good thing. Props to President Trump for getting it done. I know that my congressman won't be like, well, we gotta impeach him because he's broken a law that I can't tell you that he broke, but whatever. Deal is that this man's been, as far as is there shit that I don't know that's going on? Of course. And when it comes to light, we will condemn it then, but as good things come to light, we will condemn it. We will praise as well. It's that ebb and flow. You gotta be fair. And you don't have to be fair. They're not being fair, but that's what I'm here for. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss to the like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Good on Trump. Good on Trump for getting this done. He's so evil. My goodness, he's so racist. He goes out of his way to do things so you can't. So if you do have that argument, oh, he's racist. Well, guess what? He did this, that. That's not the mark of a racist individual. Sorry, just not how it works. And the narrative that the left and the people who marched during the impeachment rallies and stuff like that have, conjured for themselves comes a tumbling down. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until the next one.